down.
Officer! Officer! Can I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
Let's say I obtain a car for less than you think it cost.
I don't follow.
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah?
This is how much I paid for it.
Enjoy the new car.
Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. The Triple Tree Class.
What's up, you guys? I hope you all are well. It is the last few days of 2025, and on this day, Christmas Eve, I decided to rent a U-Haul and go over to my mom's former house, which is now Air Property, and clear out her shed, a shed that I bought for her, and also just do a little bit of clearing out her old bed and dresser and so forth. So the first order of business was going to the U-Haul place, and they have you to do a self check-in where you, or check out rather, where you take photos of the U-Haul and then you can proceed on from there. It was actually a lovely day to do this because the weather was perfect. It was a nice 80 degrees on this day, and my brother was able to help me out with a lot of stuff. And my sister has been organizing a lot of stuff there as well, so it was very helpful to just speak with everybody and go in and have the brawn of my brother, and to also just tell my sister that, you know, she was doing good with everything that she's doing out there at that property as well. Something like that obviously can be quite sentimental, but, you know, luckily we're a year on since my mom went to heaven, and it's now a good time. It's, for me, it's an important time. I would have done it, you know, weeks or within the first couple months after. But of course, when you're a part of a family, you have to wait for everybody to be ready. And so it's this Christmas Eve that, you know, it was time to get this taken care of. And the shed looks fantastic. This U-Haul was pretty chock full of things. And then, you know, you go to the landfill and you never know what to expect, because this is the residential landfill, and it was wonderfully surprising. Nobody was there, and I mean nobody. So I had like 4 or 5 guys come up and get the U-Haul cleared out for me in a matter of like 5 to 7 minutes. And then they told me, well, you got to go around the corner and take all the electronic stuff you have, and you have to do that part yourself and just put it in the area where the dumpsters are. So that's what I'm doing here. Mom actually loved these space heaters, these older type space heaters. And, you know, as I'm editing the video here, I'm like, I kind of regret that I didn't test them out to see if they were still good and operating before discarding them. But it's really hard when you have just the one day off and you are, you know, busy with your house and everything, to test out everything. So I decided, you know, spur of the moment, that, okay, they're very old and I wouldn't want anybody to have a fire hazard or anything like that. So I would just donate, well, not donate them, but just discard them. And so that's what I did. And then it was productive. I think this kind of activity is so helpful for me because in this stage of my life, at this point, it's about service, and it's about, you know, being engaged with my family members, helping out with people in my life, as well as in the community. And so it's not so much about celebrating a holiday. It's more about, you know, being active and continuing on, you know, the legacy of good and of kindness that my mom started within us. And so in years past, you know, it would have been a lot of cooking, and mainly mom did not mainly, she did all the cooking, except for I just cook a few pies, and they were like the frozen Mrs. Smith pies where you just have to basically turn on the oven and cook it and warm the darn thing up. That would be my role, and she would do everything else. So it's kind of funny, or it's very interesting now. Second Christmas after, you know, she is now in her eternal home in heaven, and the various ways you change and the things that you would rather do. And so I like to create a new normal. I think it's important to figure out what really has meaning. And to me right now, not right now, but going forward, it's, God's work and literally being active. So work for me is such a wonderful thing, to have my hands busy and to not just sit around thinking too much about, things that have transpired. So this was a wonderful day to be active, and productive, and also to connect with family. That's always so important, and for it to be a unified project, because something like that, of course, it's a blessing when you can do it with family members. And so everybody gets their buy-in and their say, yeah, we should keep this, we should throw this out. I was about to throw out a drum that I had bought in Africa for Mom, and just because I'm like, well, she obviously is just not going to be, using that drum anymore. And it was quite sentimental and special, and I still have mine. And my sister was in the kitchen, and she's like, "Are you about to put that in the U-Haul and throw that out?" So I said, I was, because I noticed that as we were, I guess over time, it just had a little bit of damage on it. And she's like, no, so she took that particular drum. So it's very interesting, the things that we tend to hang on to and the things that we get rid of. And I'm glad she actually took that drum, because it was an authentic drum made in Africa. And so it is something I probably later would have regretted, if it was gone. So this was, once again, a lovely day, and got out of here, paid about $15 and to drop off this load. And once again, it was just so quick, in and out, 15-20 minutes. And then it was off to Christmas Day. Good morning. Merry Christmas. I'm not going to actually edit this on Christmas, I don't think, but I'm just doing a very unusual laid-back Christmas. It's 7:11 in the morning. And I'm heading south to South Florida. It's going to be about a 2-hour drive, and I'm just going to take my brother some Christmas gifts. Taking brother some Christmas trips, and then going to head back up to Central Florida and see a couple more of my siblings. So sun has not risen yet, but I'm very grateful and very blessed for Jesus' sacrifice and the meaning of Christmas, how it originated. Degrees this Christmas morning here in Central Florida, and of course when I go south it always warms up. Well, it's going to warm up anyway. It's going to be about 80 later on today, and then in South Florida it's always a bit warmer than Central Florida. So by the time you watch this, it will already be after Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope that you have a wonderful day. I've just been having such a great time just praying and just thinking about how special my mom made Christmas all these years for us, and just rejoicing in the time that she was here, and how, boy, this was a big, big holiday, because she just talked about Jesus and made it so special. And it wasn't about materialism. It was just about family, getting together, eating, that camaraderie. So special. All right, guys, it's a little bit foggy this morning. The sun is about to rise, and I'm going to get off of here at 7:17 a.m. and I'll show you what else I get into on this Christmas day. Ooh, the sun is about to come up. Yeah! Come on up, Christmas sun. Christmas sunrise. Gorgeous Christmas morning. I'm here now in Haverhill Park, Haverhill, Florida, in Palm Beach County. Gonna see my brother in a couple minutes just to drop off the gifts to him, but in the meantime, I'm just hanging out here in a beautiful park. Parmesan. It's really cute. Somebody's playing Christmas music in the background. Spectacular, wonderful art. Yes, Reggie.
And my signature is actually my thumbprint. That's how I sign all my work.
Nice. I love it. Thank you so much. So beautiful. Presents ever. I'm not even joking.
Fantastic.
I'm just
Well,
like, I didn't expect it.
A lot of human focus goes into those boxes, because to have something, to have an image that's not based on like a source photograph or anything, to have it come out be a balanced, pleasing thing to look at is a puzzle after you put the first mark on the box. Because when you put the first mark on the box, you then created a problem, because now you have to make it visually appealing.
Absolutely. Wow, I love these. Yeah, thought has to go into it, and that's why I'm like, how do you do that? Like, realization from it wouldn't come from anywhere. So this is spectacular. I love these. Ooh, let me just display them up here like this for a moment. Gosh, Reggie, I love them, love them, love them. Look how well those two go together. Coconut palm trees, and I see the coconuts. So wow, that's really nice. All right, guys, it's 11:40 as you just saw, and apparently Dunkin' Donuts is open on Christmas, which I feel bad for people that work in there and they have children, or they love Christmas, or they have spouses or whoever, mom and dad that they wanted to spend Christmas with, but whatever, they were open, and it's like, dang. Hopefully they'll get to spend good time with their family. So I went in there because I'm starting to get hungry. Got a little hash brown. Which I normally do better. I try not to do too much fast food, but in every year I'll do it a couple times. So this should be my last time in 2025 since the year is over in a week. Wow, they're falling apart. Is it cooked? Questionable. That place was packed. And then I got some chicken sandwich, which I don't eat Dunkin', so very rare. This is probably only the third or fourth time in my life I've had Dunkin'. I just make breakfast at home, but okay, let me try to show it to you properly so you can see what it is. So it's a croissant, and I don't eat pork, so I said no bacon, but it's got like a little piece of chicken inside, and then it's got a piece of cheese. It's pretty basic. My GPS is trying to direct me back to the beach, you guys, so let me taste it. It's all right. Nothing to write home about. Okay, so either both of these things, although I am a bit hungry, are not that great at the moment. So I'm going to just show you guys what I got from my brother. So the visit from my brother was wonderful. He's a fantastic artist. Look at this, you guys. He does these boxes, and I can't wait to find a spot to put this in my house. And then I have a second one as well. So it's really, really cool. It's so wonderful to see him. And then my sister, I hadn't really planned on gathering today, which is interesting. So everybody was kind of on the same page, like we don't have to. We're all like just, you know, doing new stuff now that, you know, it's a new season without the matriarch, my best friend, and the center that was the glue of our family. So I was gonna go to the beach from here, but my sister is doing something at the air property, and so I think I may head over there instead of going to the beach, just because it sounds like she's wanting to gather. She just asked me if I was still down south with our brother, and so I'm guessing she's wondering like if I'm gonna come up to the thing that they have. So as much as I'm kind of like, I would love to go to the beach, it's 80 degrees, you know, it's always a priority, of course, family first. If they are doing something right now, which I'm sure they are. I'm about an hour from home, so I think I'm gonna go check that out just to be with, you know, the siblings, a couple of siblings there. Got 3 siblings that I'll be able to see at that house. And I still call it Mom's house. But her real house, we know where that's at now, in heaven. Her eternal home, not just a house, home. So anyway, you guys, I hope you're enjoying your Christmas wherever you are. It's been an adventurous Christmas, and I'm so excited to be exactly where I am right now. I think with anything you can get nostalgic or think back, and it can never be, that never really takes you to a good place. It always is about what is happening right now in the present, and I'm very excited. I'm excited that it's just to be here, just to be blessed to wake up this morning, thank God, and to see Christmas, and for it to be beautiful weather, and to see smiles, you know, on family members' faces. So, all right, guys, see you in the next vlog. Bye.